In English 102 this week, we will be working on the final research argument essay. The first document that we will discuss is the actual assignment. Please read through the entire document before starting your assignment. I will, however, highlight some major aspects that you need to pay attention to. The first aspect is that this needs to be written in third-person point of view. So there's to be no I or you unless they are used in direct quotes. You may, however, use the word we if you're using the Rogerian approach to this essay, and we will learn about that this week and be doing a mini assignment about that. You need a minimum of 6 sources, and of those sources, 4 must be from the academic database, and they all must be documented and submitted with your essay. Also, if you go down to here, this is probably the major point that all of you are interested in. Your essay must be at least a full 5 pages. So the essay is 5 to 7 pages. Do not go over that, and most assuredly do not go under that. It must be 5 full pages plus the works cited page. An essay submitted with no in-text citations and no works cited page will automatically receive a 0. The next document we will look at is the sample. And if you look through this, it's just mainly an annotated sample, and it's telling you how to do this. So make sure that you go through this. And this is mainly only just the first couple of paragraphs, but make sure you go through this to get an idea of exactly what you need to do. Also, be sure that you read the samples. I've pulled up one here. Please do not start this essay until you have read at least one sample. It is vital that you look at the sample essays. The sample essays that I included in this class are essays that were written by English 102 students that received an A. So if you want an A for this paper, you should probably look at these samples. And I'm not going to go through the whole thing now because I will leave that to you to look at the sample. The next thing that you're going to do once you decide, you look at all this, is to go through and be sure to go into this folder and review and study the difference between the Rogerian model and the Toulmin models of argumentation. You will be choosing which one of these arguments you are going to be using, so be sure you look at each one of these issues and the videos and the links carefully. After you've reviewed that, you're going to go into a discussion board and you're going to decide which model of argumentation you are going to use, and you are going to post about it. So if you have any questions, please email me regarding this. After that, before you even start writing your essay, you must complete an outline which will be submitted. And this outline is right here. I'm going to bring up the assignment. Actually, the assignment is right here. Bring up the assignment here. You have to address each one of these bulleted points. And I will allow you to go through this on your own. You really will not understand what these bulleted points mean until you have studied the Toulmin argument and the Rogerian argument. So do not jump right into the outline without reading about Carl Rogers and Stephen Toulmin. I have also included a sample or 3 sample essays from students, or sample outlines for the essay. This is one that you can review, and you can see exactly the way this student has set this up and has addressed each one of those bulleted issues. Pay attention to especially where you need to include the sources that you're going to use and where you're going to use them in your essay. So there are other samples that you can look at as well, so be sure you go in here and look at them. So I have 4 really good ones. So if yours does not look like any of these, then I'll know that you did not look at the sample. Okay, from there, there's also a Learn Smart that you need to do about documenting your research paper. Okay, and then you will be submitting your outline right here. If you go out of this and into next week, just to look ahead for finals week, we're coming very close to the end of this semester, so we need to really pay attention to our time. I cannot accept any final research paper after July 26th. Anything submitted after that will not be graded. Additionally, you cannot pass this class without having submitted a final research paper. If you have any questions about what is expected of you this week, please either put them in questions for the instructor or email me. Have a great week.